Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and where we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And in today's episode, I got a pretty interesting topic for you guys, and the topic is Doug Gottlieb finally exposes Jason McIntyre for his idiotic comments on Kawhi Leonard. So before I go too far, I want you guys to please make sure you go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell to be notified whenever we drop our content. So yesterday, y'all know how it go. So yesterday, I was just there relaxing on my computer. I don't know if I was cooking dinner or if I just finished eating dinner. I don't remember. All of that's irrelevant at this point. So anyway, I was just there listening to my videos, drinking I think it was after dinner, I was drinking my green tea. I don't know, I told Marco this. I said drinking green tea makes me feel intelligent. I don't know why. I feel like one of these old Japanese dudes in these mangas, man, when they be drinking those green teas. So I told him, like, I always feel intelligent. I could be doing absolutely nothing, but if I'm drinking green tea, I feel pretty smart. So anyway, I was there drinking my green tea, and I saw a segment on Fox Sports with Doug Gottlieb and Jason McIntyre, and I saw Kawhi Leonard's face, and I said, oh my God, what is this guy going to say? What is this dude going to say? Now, I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I think Jason McIntyre, him and Ryan Hollins are competing for the number one position for the worst basketball analyst probably of all time. These guys are in a league, not even a league, they're in a classroom of their own. If you want to listen to some bad basketball commentary, some ridiculous basketball commentary, search for Jason McIntyre and Ryan Hollins, because these guys will give you all you need, man. I mean, you'll be listening to them, and within a few minutes, you'll start, banging your head against the wall, because these guys are pretty bad. But yesterday, it looks like apparently I'm not the only one that feels that Jason McIntyre, can really say a lot of idiotic things when it comes to basketball. Now, apparently he's supposed to be a smart guy that went to journalism school. I don't know what they taught him in journalism school. I don't know if this is what they said, that you got to go out there, and in order to get attention, you just got to say things that are completely outlandish, and then that's your way to, that's the best way for you to gain some traction out there. But anyway, there was an exchange between the two of them that I ended up commenting on under the video, and some people were able to see what I said. So before I go too far, I want you guys to take a listen to the complete foolishness that Jason McIntyre was trying to spew when he was talking to Doug Gottlieb. So before I go too far, take a listen to it.
You screw up last week when you said that Kawhi wasn't a number one?
No, I was speaking truth. And I stand by that.
Who's truth?
Kawhi Leonard is not a number one. Now, number one scorer? Oh, certainly. He's an incredible. On the court, talent-wise, he can be your best talent. But, Doug, you know basketball. Number one encompasses a lot of things. Leadership in the locker room, speaking up in the huddle, being a leader on the court. Yes, it does. Who was the heart and soul of the Toronto Raptors when they won the championship a couple years ago?
Lowry.
Exactly. Who was the heart and soul of all those San Antonio Spurs teams when they ran with Popovich and smashed the Heat?
I don't know.
It was not Kawhi Leonard.
Well, who was it? Was Tim Duncan?
Tim Duncan. You go Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker.
How do you know? How do you know?
You go the triumvirate. They were there 15 years.
Okay.
They're the ones who spoke to the. Okay, part of the job. Okay, part of the job as a number one is to speak to the media through the highs and lows.
You're just making it out of.
No. That's leadership. You know leadership, Doug.
Again, who the leader is does not make you the number one, the best player.
You know
on the
what?
court.
Okay, fine. Guess what? When the team suffers a bad loss, a terrible loss, who has to go face the music? Not the fifth stringer. Not the sixth leading scorer, the leader of the team, Tim Duncan.
He spoke to the media. He spoke to me when they were down 2-0 to the Dallas Mavericks. They went and spoke to the media. They didn't freak out. They came back and they won the series. Like, I don't really understand.
Timeout.
Because he's not. No. You went. I'm
not done. I'm not done. When they lose the rebound to Chris Bosh and he kicks it out to Ray Allen, and the Spurs lose an absolute heartbreaker.
Sure.
Who's meeting the media? The leader of the team, Tim Duncan, or the former Finals MVP, Tony Parker, or Manu Ginobili. Those are leaders. They're not afraid of the media. When Kawhi was ducking the media in San Antonio when he was injured, who came out and was like, this guy's practicing with us. He seems fine. Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, leaders. Kawhi Leonard has never been, and that's what I mean when I say number one, a leader, a guy who's in the huddle going to say, guys, get your act together. Shut up and listen. You do this. That's never been in his DNA, and maybe that's fine, but to me, that is a number one. That's why the Clippers had to go out and get 36-year-old, or maybe 37, Rajon Rondo for the playoff run, because they were getting killed in crunch time minutes. All the numbers said the Clippers were bad.
How'd that work out for him?
Well, Rondo wasn't the leader, and guess what? Oh, they gagged against the Suns. Now Kawhi was hurt.
What do you mean they gagged against the Suns? Stop talking.
They
for
lost
1 second
against the Suns.
Stop. Yes, they didn't have their best player.
So what? They were still in the series with Reggie Jackson dominating.
Jason. Like, listen, I gotta stop you.
What?
You got to stop. You got to take a breath. Okay.
What did I say that's not factual, Doug? Because the opinion doesn't line up.
You say gagged away a series against the Suns.
They scored, 77 points in the most important game? They gagged that game away in the fourth quarter.
Jason, who was a better team? Who had a better roster? One team was healthy. One team didn't have their best player.
Okay. I'll give you that.
You take the best player off of any of these teams. They don't win a championship. That's the way it works. Okay? You don't like his leadership? Fine.
No, there is no
Hold
leadership.
On!
There's
I'm not
no
done
leadership.
talking.
It's not I don't like it. There's no leadership.
Jason, I'm not done.
Okay, go for it.
Jason, they couldn't win in Toronto. They couldn't win. Now, were they helped out by all the injuries in Golden State? Of course they were hurt. Of course that helped them. But they couldn't win. He gets there. They win. Okay? He goes to the Clippers. They can't get out of the second round of the playoffs. Okay? They have a bunch of chemistry issues in the first year. They change coaches. They get down 2-0. Everybody, myself included, freaks out and thought, oh my God, are they going to lose to the Dallas Mavericks? And you know what they did? They nutted up and they beat them. And then they go and beat the number 1 seed in Utah. Again,
heavy favorites.
Hold on. After falling behind 2-0. Okay? Now, he may not be the verbal leader that you and I want him to be and be in front of the camera. Okay? He's better. It's not what he wasn't raised as a superstar. It's not who he is. Okay? But that doesn't matter.
Oh, really?
No.
That doesn't matter in sports, being a leader.
No.
Oh, really? So 3-1 lead against the Nuggets, but they don't have a leader? It doesn't matter?
I love this. I just love this. I don't know why I do this to myself.
I don't
didn't
either.
say being a leader doesn't matter. Okay, being out in front of the camera and answering eloquently and hopping on radio shows, I'm not done. That doesn't matter to a basketball team. Okay, and I understand that in your world, okay, of covering basketball, you think it does. It doesn't. It really doesn't. It's how you construct the team. And yet, could he be a better? And again, I don't know who you talk to, but I actually talked to guys with the Clippers, and they're like, actually, when he got hurt, he was great. Okay, he was in Paul George's ear. Okay, he was helping them in the locker room. People are like, well, he's not sitting with the team. I've torn my ACL. You don't want to sit around a bunch of dudes who are jumping around because you know what? You tweak your knee, and it feels like you're brought to your knees. Okay, you got a lot of people talking about stuff that they don't know anything about.
The guy,
hold on. The guy took over. The guy took over the Dallas Mavericks series and kicked their ass, and then he did it again against the Utah Jazz. Okay, he took the Clippers to heights they hadn't been before. And if he's healthy, they probably beat the Suns. But he wasn't healthy, so you're holding it against the Clippers that they lose to the Suns without their best player. But then you're blaming Kawhi Leonard's leadership when he's not actually healthy. You're making it impossible just to try and help your argument, which is insane.
Now, in that soundbite, you could see that Doug Gottlieb was getting so frustrated that he literally had to shout on him. He's like, yo, Jason, stop. Like, take a breath. Take a deep breath. And I'm like, bro, you don't know who this dude is. First of all, I was thinking throughout the entire debate, who let this dude in the building? Who put this dude in front of a microphone and told him to talk and just start talking about I mean, he is so bad, and the points that he was making were so ridiculous that I thought my head was gonna crack. This is Jason McIntyre for you. This dude said that the reason first of all, he said Kawhi Leonard is not a number 1 option. That right there is enough for everybody to just get up and walk outside. Like just if you said that in a barbershop, 1 or 2 things would happen. Either they would tell you to get the hell out of that barbershop, or 2, everybody will stand up and get the hell out of that barbershop. Nobody wants to be around somebody who's going to say something like, nobody that talks about basketball wants to listen to somebody saying this. If you say that Kawhi Leonard is not a number 1 option, they're like, yo, get out of here with all of this, man. So that's what he said. And then he said, Kawhi Leonard, he's not a number 1 option, Doug. He's not a number 1 option. And Doug is like, what in the blue? Whatever. are you talking about right now? Yeah, he's not a number one option because, you know, the number one option has to be able to answer questions. It's like, really? So that's what it is? The leader is the dude that talks, not the dude that actually gets the job done. It's the dude that talks. Can you imagine working for a boss and this guy can talk until the pigs come home? Like he can say this and say that and say this and say that. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. A week later, you meet him. You're like, boss, we've been doing our part. What did you do? He's like, oh, I didn't do anything. I just talked. I thought that's what a leader did. And they're like, but boss, you were supposed to do X, Y, and Z. You're supposed to go. Oh, no. Leaders, they don't. No, leaders. No. The role of a leader is to answer your questions and talk, not to actually go out there and accomplish things. Like, what the hell are you talking about? This is basically what he was saying. And then he said, because, you know, Jason McIntyre likes to, like to piss people off. He goes on to say that the Clippers choked away. They choked away the, you know, game 6. It's like, are you high? That's what happened. They choked. Not that they lost their best player, that they choked. So basically, let me get this right. And Duck caught him. He was like, wait a minute. He was like, that's why they had no leadership, so they had to go get Rondo. So he said, but they lost with Rondo. He's like, yeah, good point. But maybe Kawhi. No, but okay, they lost. Like, bro, what are you talking about? The reason they lost is because they lost their best player against a team that was more healthy. So wait a minute. First of all, you said Kawhi Leonard is not the leader. He's not the number one option. That the number one option is essentially the dude that just talks, basically, or the dude that talks and plays well. Bro, are you cuckoo? He won 2 Finals MVPs, and you're talking about he's not the number one option. So listen, I thought that was absolutely ridiculous. And funny enough, there are people out there that buy into this garbage. They're like, yeah, he makes a good point. Yeah, you know, Kawhi Leonard, he's not a number one option. He's not a number one, you know, he's not a number one option. You know, I agree. It's like, what? So that was Jason McIntyre, you know, for you. I think if you, it's clear that even his colleagues think this dude is a clown show. Nobody really takes him seriously except the people that take him seriously. But I know even his colleagues don't take him seriously. Look at whenever he's on TV, look at Chris Broussard's face. Anybody that knows anything about basketball knows that Jason McIntyre hasn't a clue of what he's talking about, or he just likes to go out there and troll. I don't know what his deal is, you know, with teams, with Kawhi Leonard, but he likes to give a lot of stupid takes. I think that if you believe, if you say that Kawhi Leonard is not a number one option, it shows that, number one, you don't know what the hell you're talking about, or 2, you are a troll. And I believe that Jason McIntyre is the 2 of those things. He doesn't know what he's talking about, and he's a troll. And I think he likes to say a lot of idiotic things. And yesterday, seems like Doug Gottlieb finally had enough. He's like, listen, bro, enough is enough, man. I've listened to you spew your nonsense, but it looks like even Doug Gottlieb has a limit. And I commented on the video, and some people, you know, in the comment section, some people were able to concur with some of the things that I was saying. So I wanted to share it with you. I know you guys are going to probably lost some brain cells listening to it, some basketball brain cells, but hey, that's your boy, Fox Sports. I don't know what y'all are doing with him up there. So anyway, y'all let me know. Whatever you guys think, leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. Once again, this is Charles here from Dreamerspro. Wishing you guys an amazing day. Catch you guys on the next episode.